All right, Grant. Another fight coming up here a couple days from now. How you feeling coming into this one, man?
I feel dangerous. I'm ready to go. I prepared well, and I'm just ready to get in the cage and just be brutal.
Yeah, more dangerous than usual. Do you feel like this was a particularly good camp?
I feel like every camp is a great camp. I feel every single time I step into the cage, bringing something new to the table, something different, expanding on what I've been doing. So every fight that I've had, I've always felt dangerous, and this is just another one.
And I feel like it's, they keep giving you a step up, and you seem to like pass the test even, easier or better. Do you think that this Alex Polizzi was kind of the next right step for you? That this is a sort of matchup you were looking for in this one?
Oh, I think Alex Polizzi is a phenomenal opponent. I mean, he's shown that he's a tough son of a gun. He has a pretty nice resume under himself, and I know that he's not one to go away easy. So I'm excited to get in there and show what I can do, and excited to have a really good dance partner in there.
Yeah, and I know you're used to fighting guys that are like a lot bigger than you, but he's kind of, in terms of light heavyweight, he's kind of a compact guy too. So is it nice to kind of, fight somebody that's more so your size in this division?
I honestly like fighting whoever.
Yeah.
Like, as long as they sign the contract and they're in front of me, I'm ready to go. So whether you're 6'8" or 4'2", I'm ready to fight you.
Yeah, for sure. And you have your fair share of submissions. He does as well. Do you feel like that this is going to be something that takes place on the ground? Do you think it will end up kind of neutralizing where you're on the feet more? Kind of what are you expecting out of this one?
I'm just expecting extreme violence in this fight. Whether it's on the ground and whether it's on the feet. I know that Alex Polizzi is a tough guy, and I want to test that toughness. And I'm sure he wants to do the same to me. So I think it's gonna go wherever it goes, and may the best man win.
Awesome.
So only 6 fights into your MMA career, you find yourself ranked in the light heavyweight top 10, and with other promising opponents left in your wake. As someone who's only been a pro since 2019, you've progressed incredibly fast in your career. One can only assume that the pattern will continue. So looking at your timeline, how long do you think it'll take to find yourself in the title picture?
Honestly, I don't really look at a time frame. The biggest thing for me is the journey. Every time I've talked to a lot of my mentors and a lot of people that are in the game and have been in the game for a long time, it's never to rush the journey. So I'm in no rush, but I am ready for it. So if it happens to be fast, then it happens to be fast. If it takes a little longer, it takes a little longer. I'm just enjoying the experience, enjoying the journey, and taking those steps to get me to that level to where I can be a champion and stay a champion.
Did you see it happening this fast? Already 6 fights in your career, you already ranked. Did you see that when you first started out as a pro?
I always saw myself as the best in the world. I don't feel like you can be in this game and think anything less or otherwise. When you're training, obviously, and preparing for a fight, you're, as Mike Tyson once said, you're supremely confident, but you're also scared to death. That's important. But it's also important to realize that you are supremely confident. You have confidence in your abilities, you're ready to go, and you're ready to act on the stuff that you prepared for.
And the Bellator light heavyweight division is kind of at its peak, with many amazing fighters populating the top of the title picture. Now, looking at the main event this weekend and the Grand Prix, who are some of the people who you would consider a dream matchup for you down the line?
Hey, I think that everybody who signs the contract is a dream matchup for me. I'm a competitor, so it doesn't matter if you're a Joe Schmo off the street or if you're the top in the light heavyweight division. If you sign the contract, I am a competitive person. So if you're willing to fight, then we're gonna fight, and that's ultimately that's the dream matchup for me. It doesn't really matter who's in front of me. That's here nor there. I don't really even look at rankings. I don't even consider myself when I think of myself, I don't consider oh, you're a ranked fighter. I just consider myself a fighter. And I think that's the mentality that you have to go in there with.
Thank you.
Yep.
Have you brushed up on any of your wrestling, seeing that he's a seasoned wrestler?
I love wrestling. It's a well, I guess it's a love-hate relationship, right? I've wrestled with a lot of high-level wrestlers and competitors. Actually, in Colorado, we have access to a lot of guys that are at the Olympic Training Center, and they come up and wrestle all the time. I have quite a bit of experience being a high school wrestler, and in Colorado, in my weight class alone, we've had a lot of college wrestlers and Olympic wrestler. I actually wrestled an Olympian my junior year of high school and beat him. So I understand high level wrestling. That's I'm excited about it. It's gonna be fun, and yeah, if it happens to go to wrestling, then I'm prepared. But I really feel that we have the tools to keep it wherever we want to keep it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much, Grant.
Yeah, no problem.